We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim. And today we get another MLB slate as this is the last Wednesday. Last Wednesday of the MLB season. Crazy. And we got some crazy wild card races down to the end here. The American League is going to be so much fun to watch for that wild card race. And the National League is basically wrapping everything up. I think there's only one race that's not settled yet for teams making the playoffs. Okay. Where we have, I believe, 6 teams still in contention to make the playoffs. 4 have already clinched, and it should be an interesting race there. Yes, I know the Giants and the Dodgers are chasing after each other for the division. They both made a playoff spot. I'm looking more at Atlanta and Philly, which I think Atlanta has a lucky number of 3 heading into today. So it should be an interesting last couple of days of baseball. You're also going to have a lot of matchups that you want absolutely nothing to deal with. But you guys know what you do. Before we get into today's slate, before we break down what we have for today, we always take a look back at what happened yesterday, what went right and what went wrong. And I'll start it off with baseball here. It was a decent day for baseball for me. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 7, 4, and 1 overall yesterday. My losses were on the Dodger run line, San Francisco first 5 run line, the Nationals and the Reds first 5 money lines. I did get wins from St. Louis first 5 and full game. The Cubbies team total over as well as the over in that game. Boston first 5 run line. That one came through before they gave up 3 runs in the 6th inning. And then the Dodgers first 5 run line and the Braves first 5 money line. So overall, a nice little day for me in baseball. WNBA went 1-1. The Connecticut Sun did not cover. They lost straight up as 7.5-point favorites. And the Mercury covered by 0.5 point. So that was a nice little cover there from them. And then my only other sport was yesterday, the CFL. We had Edmonton minus 6.5, and they forgot there was a football game apparently against the worst team in the CFL. So it is what it is. We're going to keep it on. But overall, a profitable day yesterday. I finished up around 2 units, so I can't complain. So overall, not a bad day for me. What about you?
Yeah, yesterday was a good baseball day for me as well. I believe I went 4-1 for video picks, 4-2 overall. I had that cash from the over in that Cubbies game. Cashed that one in the 6th inning, no sweat. I had one. My only video pick loser was the Phillies, 2-1 game. So honestly, should have went under, but. Not going to complain about that one. Had the Cardinals, 17 straight wins, and that'll be the last time I bet the Cardinals for a little bit. I had the under in that Nationals Rockies game because they gave me an 11.5, and it finished at 4. Fantastic. I had Seattle last night, which now they are only a half game back for that wild card spot, which is going to be fun. And then our best bet yesterday was another loser, which was the Dodgers on the run line. 1 out in the top of the 9th. And, of course, Jake Cronenworth hits that home run to make it a 2-1 game and doesn't help us cash. As Nick mentioned, the 1-1 day in WNBA missed on the Canadian football. But this morning, a little bit of action to start off the day. From now until 4:45, I'm going to have 22 Counter-Strike plays. So light day there. It's the start of IEM fall for CIS and for Europe. So a lot of plays there. 2-2 start to the day. We'll see where it goes from there. But hopefully a good day for baseball, and we'll see how it goes. We'll go ahead and talk to the chat real quick before we start breaking down the game. We get Lex, of course, coming in. Supness.
What's a stream without Supness?
Yeah,
come on.
I mean, we can't really start a stream without Supness.
Of course.
Cards making us rich. Of course, they're making all of us rich. We appreciate that one. Morning, boys. Went 5-1. Lost on Giants under. Hey, don't look at your loss. Look, you got 5 wins. There you go. Team total Cubs cashed out. Yes, it did. New day, new opportunities. Of course. So Baltimore run line first 5. cashed. Yankee run line first 5 cashed. Atlanta for the win, of course, and the Nerfy. Yep. Pitt won, but did not cover first 5 run line. Bummer. St. Louis first 5. You had a good day. You had a really good day, dude. Washington, Colorado under for me. I even got I got it at 12 again. We're gonna go over that game as well. I'll have that scrolling through the bottom. Why not? Why not? My handicap ton pick yesterday, Pitt minus half.
1.5.
1.5. Oh, that sucks.
They won.
Oh, they won. They won.
and
I forgot that was only the game we
had the over in.
Who's this man? 1-800-FLEX. Yup. In Morningwood yesterday, I said Pitt would win by exactly 2. Wow, good work.
Did you bet that though?
I will say Tuesday, I'm back to dropping out of the last week standing. I had the Connecticut Sun minus 7.5, and they lost straight out. So I am no longer part of last week standing. But that being said, we got a full slate of baseball games to go over.
And I forgot to mention one last thing with my recap, and then we'll go into today's slate. Yesterday, if you were on the Morning Wood Chat, I did put in a couple plays for NHL. I didn't announce these as official plays or anything like that. I went 2-1 in the NHL yesterday. Cashed the Islanders, cashed the Golden Knights, a loss on the Seattle Kraken. I might take a look at today's slate as well.
Sounds good. We'll go ahead and jump into some baseball. We get the one early game. This is a 3:30 game. We mentioned this one a little bit already in the chat. Nick, go ahead.
Yes, we have the Washington Nationals at the Colorado Rockies for this game here. The Nationals it's a minus 104, minus 106. Pick them in this game. We get Paulo Espino and Peter Lambert, the pitching matchup in here. Woof. Are you looking at this one at all?
Yes, under. I know that's not the most beautiful play in this one with the 2 pitchers, but 12.5? Are you kidding me? After they put up, after Colorado, they've played this is going to be their 9th game in a row in Coors Field. So 8 games previous to this one, they've gone 6-2 to the over. The 2 games that went 6-2 to the under. Sorry, the 2 games that went over were 10.5, and it was a 12 and a 15. Since then, a 9, an 8, a 9, a 4. No, these teams are not scoring these runs, especially Colorado at the moment. So this one's an under. 12.5, way too high. You're never getting me to put an over that amount. This one was one of the first ones I looked, saw 12.5, clicked under, and moved on. So under in this game.
Yeah, looking at this one here, we do have Paulo Espino's 5-5 with a 4.10 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, and 107 2/3 innings pitched, 92 strikeouts, and 24 walks. On the other side, Peter Lambert, his last start was his first start since 2019. He now has a 4.91 ERA, a 1.36 WHIP, and 3 2/3 innings pitched. He has struck out 2 and walked 1. And this game does feel gross. It is a 3-10 game. And I know a lot of people want to bet the early game. I actually do like a spot here. I like the first 5 under a touchdown for this one. That's kind of crazy that a first 5 number is 7. Usually I'm all over those. That's just way too many runs, even with a bad pitcher on bad pitcher. I think the under is the only way you can go in this game. And Colorado has proven it this year that they are an under baseball team at home. If we look here, I just have to get up the stat, but Colorado at home, everyone thinks Coors Field is such a great hitter's ballpark, and the bookmakers love when you think that. They're 33, 45, and 2 at home this year over under. They're 12 games under for unders. So this is definitely a team that, they've gone under in 8 of their last 10. They've gone under in 5 in a row. And in these 5 games, they've been set at 12.5, 11.5, 11.5, 12, and 11.5. And people are still betting this game over? I don't understand why. Yes, I understand these are 2 bums, but neither of these teams are hitting particularly well either. So, yeah, I do like the first 5 under 7 in this game. I think that is entirely way too high, even with these bums of pitchers on the mounds. This is a close your eyes, plug your nose, and take the under type of game here.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that one. Morning, Latoya. Had a great profitable day yesterday, especially with the no runs. Let's get it. What's up, twins? Thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's go. Morning. Tell us. Let's get it. Let's get it. William Hill says does not have preseason hockey. That sucks for you.
You need to find a new book then.
Give that thumbs up. Francisco said so. LFO, the over went from 11 to 13 in that Nats game. They have gone up a point every. Yeah, I know and they're staying under. That's the thing I don't understand. They're staying under. Cashed the under in the Rockies game, as we mentioned. Yeah, we've been cashing a lot. Colorado money line is the safer bet. I
would lean the other way. I'm leaning towards Washington in this game.
Yeah, I can't agree. I know Colorado won yesterday, but before that they lost 5 in a row and 7 out of 8. So that's the team you really want to be back, and I don't think so. Yeah, under in that game is the only thing. Just a heads up, new dog fight. Last
what he's all right. It's on the Facebook group.
Gotcha. Yes, I'll make sure I put my pick in for that.
Hey Tim, by the way, they just dropped the Cardinals line.
No, we're not doing that. Nope.
All right. I'm just saying it dropped. It's at 7:45. The Cardinals are a plus 110 underdog. Anyway, moving on to the next game. The Chicago Cubs here are at the Pittsburgh Pirates. You can get the Cubs around minus 115, minus 120. We're on a plus 105, plus 110 run back here on the Pirates. We're getting Hendricks and Contreras, the pitching matchup for this one. Total of 8.5 in this game. And Hendricks this year, even on this really bad Cubbies team, have looked good. 14-7 record. Granted, 4.81 ERA, a 1.35 WHIP, 176 innings pitched. 126 strikeouts and 43 walks. This guy won the Cy Young a couple years ago, if I'm not mistaken, in the National League. Kyle Hendricks.
I'm looking it up now.
And then Contreras, this is going to be his first start of the season. I think this is his first career start. And looking at this game, we have a Cubs team that's gone over in 9 of their last 10 games. They've gone over in 13 of 16.
Nope.
He didn't win the Cy Young? That's Jake Arrieta. That's the Cubby I was thinking of. Okay, never mind. But yeah, looking at this game here, I do like the over in this one. We have a Pittsburgh team that's gone over in 7 of their last 10. We have the Cubs, 9 of their last 10, 13 of their last 16. Both these teams have been trending over as of late. These are not good pitchers. These are not good bullpens. And we saw yesterday, even with bad, not terrible offenses, because these two teams ranked 21 and 30th on runs scored per game this year. They're still getting the runs because these two teams rank 27th and 28th in team ERAs for this season. So these are two teams that I'm going to go over in this game. And I guess if I have to go anywhere, it'd be a lean towards the home dog here with the Pirates. I just don't trust this Cubbies team right now, who have lost 7 in a row and 9 of their last 10. Over 8.5 is where I'm going for this game.
This one's got to be an over. Looking at the pitcher, yes, we talked about Kyle Hendricks. And then this Contreras guy is making his Major League debut. So if anything, it's 100% leaning towards the Cubbies. But can you really back the Cubbies right now? No. Over in this game is where I'm going to be going. It's at 8.5. You're saying that these two teams can't get 4 runs each? Come on. Especially with Contreras making his first start. Kyle Hendricks has been getting beat up a little bit. It's got to be over or nothing. Cubbies over in 9 out of the last 10. Pittsburgh over in 7 out of their last 10. This one's an over game for us, so over the 8.5.
Sounds good. Moving on, the Boston Red Sox are at the Baltimore Orioles in this one here. Eovaldi and Lowther, your pitching matchup for this one. Minus 245 for the Red Sox, plus 220 for the Orioles here. Total 9.5. Are you looking at getting involved in this?
No. I will say I wish I took that Orioles bet yesterday. I was looking at it a little bit and ultimately determined not to, because it would have been the same deal as fading the Yankees yesterday and fading the Red Sox Yankees series after Game 1. Boston's kind of looking bad right now. It would be a lean towards Baltimore in this game, just because you can get a nice big plus 220 price tag, but not enough for me to want to go after it. Should Boston win this game? Yes, they should win this game with their best pitcher on the mound. But can I really back that right now? No, I cannot. Especially at a minus 250 or on the run line, it is at a minus 158. So, no, there's nothing I'm interested in this game. So, it's going to be a pass for me.
All right. Yeah, looking at this game for me here, Eovaldi, 10-9, a 3.88 ERA, a 1.20 WHIP, and 176 in the third innings pitched, 188 strikeouts and 34 walks. On the other side, Lowther is 1-2 with a 7.66 ERA, a 1.66 WHIP, and 24 2/3 innings pitched, 26 strikeouts and 13 walks. And looking at his matchup here, the Boston Red Sox are struggling right now. They've lost 4 straight games after winning, I think, 7 in a row. They're now in great danger of losing that second wild card spot to the Mariners. So this is definitely a must win game for these Boston Red Sox. The question is, will they win? I'm leaning towards going towards the Orioles here at plus 200 in the first 5 innings, to be completely honest. I just can't trust Lowther to make that bet. But I mean, this is a dog or pass type of spot for me here with the Orioles in this game. I had this game priced around 175, 180 for the Red Sox. So this is a struggling Red Sox team where I think that this is a dog or pass type of spot here. I did cash on the Red Sox first 5 run line yesterday. I'm not going back to that today. In the first 5 innings, they're minus 155 on the run line. I just can't get involved in that. So this is going to be a pass for me with a lean towards the dog in this game.
Yeah, that's fine. Took his books 1 second to flip the cards to a 125 favorite. There's still a plus 101 on our book. So
I was going to say,
hottest team in baseball. You were right about the over yesterday. I was right about the side, bruh. How TF is Boston players still in the job? I mean, what the hell are they doing? I know, right? I mean, they just haven't been playing as well lately. So, yeah, minus 245. Hell to the no. I never bet on the Red Sox ever again after that pathetic performance last night. Cost me €50.
Yeah, that was not a great game for them there, but this is not a spot that it makes sense.
We'll go ahead and move on to this next game. Speaking of wild card,
yes, we have the New York Yankees at the Toronto Blue Jays in this game. Around a minus 110 here for these Yankees, plus 100 run back here on the Jays. Total of 8 in this game. Garrett Cole, Jose Barrios, your pitching matchup for this one. And looking at this pitching matchup, Garrett Cole this season is 16-8, a 3.08 ERA, a 1.04 WHIP, and 175 in the third innings pitched. He has 237 strikeouts and 41 walks. On the other side, Barrios 12-9, a 3.48 ERA, a 1.08 WHIP, 186 innings pitched, 197 strikeouts, 45 walks. This looks like a really nice matchup for this game. And personally, I'm going to sit back and relax and watch this game. This is definitely a very important game come for the playoffs here, because currently in the wild card, the Toronto Blue Jays are sitting, let's take a look here, game back behind Boston. So this is a very important game for both these teams. A little bit more important for the Blue Jays here, because you can't afford to fall 2 games back if Boston's able to beat the Orioles today. And this is a tough game here. I think it's going to be a playoff-style atmosphere. If I have to go to this game, which I'm not going to be betting this game, this is a first 5 under type of game for me. I like both these starters. First 5 under 4. I can see this being 1-0, 0-0 at the end of 5 innings with the type of atmosphere we're going to see there today. So for me, this is a under or pass type of spot here, and I'm just going to lay off this game completely. I'm interested in what's going to happen in this game for wild card purposes. I know the Yankees are probably going to take home that number one wild card spot, and it's going to be an interesting series there. So I'm going to lay off this game now.
I will say, as the president and CEO of the Fade Garrett Cole Club, I'm betting Garrett Cole today. It's not really a spot that I'm particularly high on. But the Yankees have won 7 straight games. Toronto's starting to fall. Yankees, I believe they can clinch that first wild card spot tonight with a win and a Toronto loss. So I think
Mariner loss.
Or a Mariner loss. But Yankees have a 2-game over Boston. I think that they get it done today against Toronto. Toronto just kind of looks dead in the water at this point. They're
only a game out. They're not dead in the water.
But they haven't been really playing the way that they're supposed to be playing for this last stretch. And you're going to get the hotter teams in there. And at the end of the day, I still believe we're going to have a New York, Seattle wild card game. So they're the 2 hottest teams right now. So why not? I think New York Yankees win today. I pick them -110.
Yeah, even though I know exactly what Major League Baseball wants, and they want a Yankee Red Sox wild card game, winner take all. That is probably going to be one of the highest rating games for the MLB if they can get it. So Major League Baseball is dying for Red Sox Yankees.
They are. We'll see.
But looking at
Go back to the chat. Good morning, Tiffany. Good morning, guys. Always a pleasure to be here with you. Appreciate it. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button. Hey, Marco said hit the like button. This is one of those times that everyone thinks Yankees will play solid after a good showing. Then they'll lose the game. It's how the Yankees cost me money this season. True, but I am going after this one. 16 watching, only 9 likes. Come on, guys. You can do better. Nerfy in the Yankee game. Why not? Garrett Cole, Jose Barrios. I don't mind that at all. Man, the Rays' last pitcher in the last few innings let too many people walk. Yeah. I didn't bet that game, so I didn't really watch it, but had an okay night last night. Twins just Connecticut Sun, Blue Jays, and Red Sox let me down. Should have stayed away from them 3 games. All good. Hey, learn from your mistakes and move on. Speaking of mistakes, here's the Mets game.
Yeah. Speaking of mistakes, here's the Mets game. We have the New York Mets hosting the Toronto. I'm reading a game up here. New York Mets hosting the Miami Marlins here. The Mets are a -170 in this game, +155 run back on the Marlins. Total of 7.5 in this game. We're getting Eliezer Hernandez and Tayshaun Walker for this pitching matchup here. And looking at this game, we have Eliezer Hernandez 1-3, a 4.24 ERA, a 1.33 WHIP, in 46 2/3 innings pitched, 47 strikeouts, 14 walks. On the other side, Tayshaun Walker's 7-11 this year, one of the Mets' only All-Stars. He's had a collapse in the second half. 4.57 ERA, 1.21 WHIP, and 151 2/3 innings pitched, 141 strikeouts, and 52 walks. And I totally agree with Lex Steele here. He says, bro, all of a sudden the Mets can hit. Yeah, they swept the doubleheader yesterday. I was like, the Mets won a game? And now they are huge favorites in this game. And I think that's justified, honestly. It's not that okay. One thing with a disclaimer with this play I'm about to give out. This is not a bet on the Mets. This is a bet against the Marlins. All right, cool. I like the Mets in the first 5 innings, -0.5 run. I got it at -118. You can get it now for -102. Wow, this line dropped on the Mets. But I think the Mets are the play in this game. The Marlins have really been struggling as of late. They've lost 8 of their last 10 and 7 in a row. And I think Tayshaun Walker does have a pitching advantage over Eliezer Hernandez in this one. So for me, it's a New York Mets play in the first 5 innings at -0.5 run.
Yeah, I personally did not get to this game. It's not necessarily a pretty game. Looking at it, Tayshaun Walker, Eliezer Hernandez. I can almost call this one a 1-800 gambler game, which
is a 1-800 gambler game.
Most games are with teams that are eliminated, but I really couldn't get to this one. If anything, it's a lean towards the over at a 7.5. Tayshaun Walker has not been good. Nick mentioned his downfall in the second half. I believe that was the entire Mets team that had a downfall. But all of a sudden, this team can hit again. Maybe a lean towards the over 7.5, but I'm not getting involved in this game. We could take that 100 game more off.
Yeah, I feel like we could leave that up for half the games, but not this next one, though.
But we'll go back to the chat for just a minute.
Yes. Sorry, I got excited.
Connecticut Sun beat me last night. Beat us all. Brawl, all of a sudden, it's going to hit again, of course. Speaking of mistakes, there we go. Seattle,
by the way, we can say that we're Mets fans.
Yes, we can. Seattle money line or run line don't matter. I think both of them would cash. Connecticut Sun messed up my 18 parlay, but back at it today for the money. Let's get it. Over 7.5. Why not? All of a sudden, the Mets can hit. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, I got excited because this next game is not a 1-800-gambler game. And this is one that actually has some type of significance in a divisional race. And honestly, I feel like that if the Braves win this game, they can slam the door in the Phillies' face and be one game away from clinching. Philadelphia Phillies at the Atlanta Braves in this one. The Braves have now gone up to around a minus 140 on the money line, plus 130 here back. Run back on the Phillies. Total of 8 in this game. Aaron Nola, Max Fried, the pitching matchup. Where are you looking at for this game?
I pass on this game. I kind of think that Atlanta is pretty much clinched already. They knew they needed to take one game from Philadelphia. Honestly, Atlanta can lose the next 2 against Philly, and I still say that Atlanta's got it because I don't see the Mets taking any games from them next series. So I think Atlanta's pretty much got this locked up. Obviously, they want to win this one, so it'd be a lean toward Atlanta. Kind of like slam the door in their face. Philadelphia choking away. Again, I'm surprised Philadelphia wasn't a lot worse this year, but it's a lean towards Atlanta. It's just not enough for me to want to. I personally did not bet it.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, and that's exactly what I'm expecting from this game. I'm expecting a slammed door in the face of the Philadelphia Phillies. We get Max Fried. Aaron Nola is 9-8, a 4.64 ERA, a 1.12 WHIP, and 174 and 2/3 innings pitched, 219 strikeouts and 37 walks. On the other side, Max Fried, 13-7, a 3.12 ERA, a 1.11 WHIP, and 158 and 2/3 innings pitched, 152 strikeouts and 41 walks. And here's the thing: this game should be around minus 160, minus 165 for the Atlanta Braves. And the thing is, we're getting the Aaron Nola name value here. Someone who was a top 5 candidate for the Cy Young last year, and I believe the year before that, and he's had a massive disappointment season here. And we're also getting Max Fried, who I think is a significantly better pitcher over Aaron Nola in this spot, at home where he pitches really well. And the Braves, who have won 8 of their last 10 games, they've won 4 in a row. And this is a spot where I absolutely expect the Atlanta Braves to emphatically slam the door in the Philadelphia Phillies' face. And if they get a win today, their lucky number will be down to 1 in the division. The Atlanta Braves lead this division by 3.5 games. I said the Braves are going to win this division heading into the season, and even during their slow start, I had no doubt because I knew the Phillies are terrible. I know the Mets choke at the late of the season, and I had no faith in the Miami Marlins or the Washington Nationals in this one. The Braves will have 2 more games against the Phillies, and then they'll stay at home against the Mets, and then the Phillies they'll have these last 2 games against the Braves, and then they will head on the road to Miami, where Miami does play a little bit better at home than they do on the road. But this is a spot where absolutely the Braves slam the door in the Phillies' face. Braves first 5 minus 140. Braves full game minus 139. Sign me up for both of them here. I think they dominate this game.
I like it. I'll head back over to the chat for just a second. Hot Atlanta for the win. I think they honestly closed the door today. I think there's going to be a lot of hits in this game. I lead over 8.
Absolutely.
I don't mind that. Oh, the boss is here. Good morning, Ellie. Hey, honey and money. Hit the like button. Hey, the boss said hit the like button. You guys have to now. You were right on that CFL game last night. As far as the line started at 6, went all the way up to a 9. At 10 and a half. 10 I got at 8, and they won by 10.
Ottawa won last night Edmonton did not cash that ticket.
Yeah.
I got a good line on the ticket. I had a nice little CLV with it going. I got it at 6.5, and then it closed at 9.5. They didn't come close to winning that game or even sniffing covering a spread.
No.
Those were all bad money there.
So that's whatever. Braves first 5, easiest bet for today.
I like it. I absolutely do.
And we'll see. Move on to this game, which
is our best bet over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, link to that is in the description of the video down below.
Let's move on. Yeah. Any WNBA today? No. It's back on Thursday, so we'll have it tomorrow. I mean, we can look at the lines today, but we're not going to have it up until tomorrow. What have 18 legs, spits uncontrollably, and catches fly? Fly is a baseball team. Hey, there you go.
All right, next we get the Los Angeles Angels and the Texas Rangers in this one. I feel like we could just leave that banner up on the bottom there for a couple games now. And we get the LA Angels, against the Texas Rangers in this one. The Angels in this game, minus 120, plus 110 run back here on the minus 120 for the Rangers. Plus 109 run back here on the Angels. Total 8.5 in this game. Are you looking at getting involved in this one?
No. No. This is probably the worst game of the day. And that being said, and that's saying a lot because the Mets are playing today as well against the Miami Marlins. No, this is not a game I'm interested in. Anytime that the Texas Rangers are favorited, you know there's a problem, and you know that's not a game you're going to want to go after. This game has junk in it. He's pitching for the Angels, and Taylor Hearn for the Rangers. No, this is not a game I'm interested in. If anything, maybe lean towards the unders because these teams cannot hit. But no, I'm not interested in this game. No, I'm passing.
Yeah, looking at this matchup here, junk 0-1, a 3.75 ERA, a 1.25 WHIP, 12 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, and 2 walks. On the other side, Hearn is 6-5, a 4.55 ERA, a 1.32 WHIP, and 99 innings pitched, 90 strikeouts, and 41 walks. And looking at this matchup here, this is 1-800-Gambler's Delight in this one. But, geez, I am so tempted on these LA Angels today. I have them priced around a minus 110. The wrong team's favored in this game, to be completely honest. And I understand that potentially Hearn is a pitching advantage over junk. We just don't have enough of a sample size for junk here. Only 12 innings pitched so far in the MLB. And this is a spot where I need to see what the first 5 innings is. I'm not going to add this to my ticket, to be completely honest. But plus 110 in the first 5 innings is very tempting, to be completely honest. I think the wrong team is favored in this game. I think that the Angels can get the job done here against a very bad Texas team. The only thing that did keep me off this game, I remember I did have this game circled, and I didn't bet it. Angels have lost 8 of their last 10 and 2 in a row. So that's really what kept me off this game, is the Angels have not been playing well as of late. So this is a dog or pass spot for me, but this is a very easy pass.
There you go. Back over to the chat for just a second. Detroit first 5. We're not discussing that game today. It's our best bet over Picks and Parleys. Thanks for that soccer pick. I cashed. Any thoughts on the Chelsea game? And by the way, I don't know who did in the morning wood chat. I grabbed Liverpool yesterday. Whoever had that one, thank you for mentioning it.
You gave us Raymond Remington. Okay, I didn't see I didn't see him put Raymond Remington in there for the first part. Thanks for the soccer pick. I'm like, we didn't give any soccer.
No, but anybody in the morning wood chat who had Liverpool, I took it. Thank you. I had Texas first 5 run line yesterday too. There you go, cash it. You're taking LA first 5 though today. Sounds good. 1-800-LEX if LAA are 1-800-LEX, not 1-800-Gambler. That's a 1-800-LEX game. Yeah! Start something new. Let's get it. Any soccer picks today? I don't have any. Check the morning wood chat. They'll have something. Milwaukee over 8. Cubbies over 8.5. Yes, I took Liverpool. Yes.
Is that better than that little banner on the bottom there?
1-800-LEX, yes. Comment, like, subscribe. Thanks. Of course, dude. Of course. We'll go ahead and move on to this game, which I
just added this one in because the line. And this one's actually kind of interesting here. Milwaukee Brewers and the St. Louis Cardinals in this one. It is a -105, -105 pick 'em in this game. Total of 8 in this one. Adrian Hauser, Miles Michaelis, the pitching matchup for this one. And this one's interesting because this was literally put up, 10 minutes ago?
Yep.
The Cardinals have gone from +110 to pick 'em, -105. I got in on this at +101 because when I looked at it and I went to go bet it, within a couple minutes, it was already down to 101. So this line has moved dramatically towards the Cardinals in the spot. And I mean, why the hell not is my thought process behind that. I got the Cardinals full game +101. There was no first 5 line out there. I had this game priced Cardinals -120. So to be completely honest, I still see value on the Cardinals here. And they're also -110 in the first 5. I see value on the Cardinals here all the way up to around -115. So I do like the Cardinals in this spot. Miles Michaelis, he hasn't looked particularly good, but he keeps the Cardinals in the game. I mean, this is a team going for 18 straight wins. Yes, they just clinched the wild card last night. So that's one thing that led me only to betting the full game and not first 5 in full game. And I was waiting for the first 5 line, but at -110, I'm just going to lay that off that one. But yeah, I do like the Cardinals to get the job done again today and win 18 straight. Ever since I placed that bet on the Cardinals to win the World Series, they've gone 19-5. They started the first 7 games after I bet them to win the World Series 2-5. So this is a great Cardinals team. I'm getting 2011 vibes from them. I think they continue going here. It's going to be sad for one of those teams. I keep saying this for either the Giants or the Dodgers to win 105 games to be bounced by this team in the first round. Give me the Cardinals here. First 5 or full game at +101. It's now at -105. I don't mind it at that price either.
I will say I passed on this game. And after backing the Cardinals for about 8 games longer than I expected to, I mentioned after they clinch a spot, I'm done betting them.
I've got all this Cardinals stacked up.
That's fine. I'm personally, this is where me and the Cardinals veer off until playoffs, and I'll probably talk to them again for the playoffs.
I'm just card game at +80, 180.
We'll see on that one. Honestly, for this one, it's got to be. It would be a lean towards St. Louis, but normally I stop betting teams out of 9-10 game win streak. The fact that I was betting them when they had a 16 gamer, I think that's enough for me with this one. I passed on this game. Definitely lean towards St. Louis. Going back to the chat. Raymond Reddington's giving some picks. Chelsea to win and that game to go over 2.5 goals. Both teams to score in that ATA LA that game. The young boys both score and over 2.5 goals. There you go. There's your soccer bets for the day. Yep. Good luck. Let's cash. Let's get it. I think it's this. This is a Brewers game. It's the Brewers Cardinals game. So I don't really understand what.
Can I have a suggestion on why the Cardinals might try to keep going here?
Why?
They could chase a record for the longest win streak in MLB history. Granted, this would probably go into the postseason, but they're still 9 games off of the longest win streak in MLB history. The 1916 New York Giants won 26 games in a row. The most recent team, which is also the number 2 team of all time for longest win streaks, 2017 Cleveland Indians that won 22 games in a row.
That's right.
But if they win tonight's game, that'll move them up to 18, which will have them tied in 10th with the 1953 Yankees, the 04 New York Giants, the 1891 Boston Bean Eaters, and the 1885 Chicago White Stockings. I looked it up here.
All right. Good morning, Randy. The Reds aren't hitting first 5 team total under. Why not? That's fine. We'll talk to them. We'll talk about them in a couple of minutes. Cardinals all the way. That's fine.
Why fade them now?
I would not bet Milwaukee. It would definitely be a lean towards the Cardinals, but I'm still taking Cardinals till you lose. That's fine. Yep, Cards till the run ends. That's fine. Louis Roberts for White Sox. For the White Sox is on fire. White Sox are on fire, and it's going to be a dangerous team come postseason. I still think they lose to the Houston Astros. Yeah. Telling you, Milwaukee run line first 5 or Milwaukee money line first 5. Why not? Law of averages also dictates a loss, and Milwaukee is a good team.
At this point, though, I'm not trying to jump in front of a train.
Yeah.
So, no.
Over for sure. That's fine. We'll go ahead and move on to this next beauty of a game.
Yes. We get the Cleveland Indians at the Kansas City Royals in this one. -110 for the Indians. Even money for the Royals. Total of 9 in this game. Zach Plesac, Daniel Lynch, your pitching matchup. I know you want to get involved in this game, right, Tim?
No, I just got a text from our thing saying that the power is out.
Yeah.
The power to the community is out. Where they're working on it. I think our thing is fine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is this a 1-800-LEX game or is this a 1-800-GAMBLER game?
I think this is more of wait for him to comment. Maybe not. Let's just go with 1-800-GAMBLER for right now. Let's just keep our plays wrong. This one's a pass for me. I'm not really too hung up and going after this one. Looking at it, Zach Plesac, Daniel Lynch. It'd be a lean towards Cleveland, but I really can't go ahead and back it. It's not one of those spots that I'm necessarily too interested in. I've got my 5 plays for today. I'm just not interested in going after this game.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. This is a game where I think I looked at it for all of 2 minutes and passed. Zach Plesac, 10-6. I'll probably go over this game longer on stream than I will going over it, looking at it to bet it. Zach Plesac, 10-6, a 4.54 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, and 136 2/3 innings pitched, 98 strikeouts, and 31 walks. On the other side, Lynch is 4-6 this year with a 5.40 ERA, a 1.57 WHIP, and 65 innings pitched, 53 strikeouts, and 29 walks. And to be completely honest, I want nothing to do with this game. Both these teams they've given me no reason to back them, really. I just have no interest in this game. This is a plain, simple, to the point, easy pass for me.
Fair enough. We got 4 games left on today's card. We'll go to this one.
We have the Cincinnati Reds at the Chicago White Sox in this matchup here. You can get the White Sox for -170. It's around +155 the other way with the Reds. We're getting Sonny Gray and Carlos Rendon, your pitching matchup in this one. And Sonny Gray so far this season, 7-8, a 3.99 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP, and 130 2/3 innings pitched, 149 strikeouts, and 48 walks. On the other side, Carlos Rendon, 12-5, a 2.47 ERA, a 0.97 WHIP, 127 2/3 innings pitched, 181 strikeouts, and 34 walks. And looking at this matchup here, this is another one where I passed on this game. And if the Cincinnati Reds were in a little bit better form, which actually their loss yesterday snapped a 4-game losing streak for them. That's why I took a shot with them yesterday. It'd be a lean towards the dog again for me in this one. I think that this is a spot where I think this is a little bit priced too much. I had this game White Sox -140, -145 range. So seeing +155 on the Cardinals definitely gets me interest in this one. Maybe a team total for them at this point. I just don't trust Sonny Gray, and Carlos Rendon's a good pitcher. I think that he definitely has potential I think he's going to finish around top 5 in that Cy Young race in the American League. He had a really nice year, a nice little comeback year. He hasn't had his no-hitter. Sonny Gray is just not a pitcher I particularly trust to get behind. This would be a dog or pass type of spot for me. I think this is a pass here for me.
Yeah, I will say I have 1 play left on the slate, and it's the last game we're going to go over. This is not a spot I'm interested in. If anything, maybe it's a look towards the White Sox run line just because they've been playing a little bit better as of late, and Cincinnati has kind of just imploded. At one point in the season, it was pretty much Cincinnati's season was in their own hands. They didn't have to worry about any other teams losing or anything, and they kind of shit the bed on that one. Not a good spot for Cincinnati. It would be Chicago or nothing in this game, and I'm choosing nothing. Maybe the under, just because these two teams can't hit, or the Reds can.
So Miami and Connecticut killed by 14-leg parlay yesterday. 14-leg parlay, great way to go, 12-2. Chicago Bears moving to Arlington Heights, a suburb of Chicago. They bought the horse racetrack property to build a new stadium. Interesting. That's probably going to be in a few years, right?
Probably.
I can see that game going under 2. I'll pass as well.
Yep.
Chicago White Sox money line or run line, 1-800-FLEX.
Yeah, -170. Be careful.
Yeah. Lex Steele, 14-legger. Jeez, you have been in there in the money. Yeah. White Sox run line, money line. I mean, if you're parlaying, yeah, I would go money line before I'd go. Vladimir Guerrero to hit a home run tonight against Garrett Cole. You'll probably get nice odds because it is against Garrett Cole. I straight bet some of the games, but that's a 14-2 type of game type of day. Yeah. But we'll move on here. We have 3 games left on the slate, and 3 actually games that matter. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks at the San Francisco Giants in this one. Minus 245 for the Giants, plus 220 for the Diamondbacks. Total of 8 in this game. We're getting Merrill Kelly and Alex Wood, the pitching matchup for this one. Kelly, 7-11, a 4.59 ERA, a 1.29 whip, and 153 innings pitched. 126 strikeouts and 37 walks. On the other side, Wood is 10-4 with a 4 ERA, a 1.21 whip, 132 and 2/3 innings pitched, 146 strikeouts and 39 walks this season. And I do like Wood in this spot. I think that he's going to be really hard to hit against. And I'm sorry, I just had to make those jokes. No, but I do like the Giants in this spot. I have a feeling 2 teams that are going to be a staple to my cards the last 5 days of the season here, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So, 5 games of the season are going to be the Giants and Dodgers, to be completely honest. And I'll lay some chalk because this is going to be a good race where I believe both these teams are going to win 4 of their last 5 games and be able to make money that way. I like the Giants here. I'm doubling up on them here. I got them first 5 and full game on the run lines. The Giants first 5 run line minus half a run at minus 160, plus 1 or minus 120. 6 in the full game run line. I believe that the Giants take care of business in this game, and that was one little mistake I made last night, is not putting them full game run line as well, as they won, I believe, 6-4 last night against these Diamondbacks. So they would have covered the full game run line. I just didn't get to that one, but I do like the Giants in this spot. I do think they get the job done, and they have to in order to keep up on the Dodgers. They are currently 2 games above the Dodgers. 103-54. I think that this team could win 106 games, to be completely honest. Their lucky number is 4, and I have a feeling they're going to need to win 3 games in order to get that 4. So yeah, give me the Giants here, first 5 and full game run line on this one.
Yeah, I mean, yes, the San Francisco should win. They're at home against Arizona. They need these games in order to get that division. They've got 5 games left, and they should go 4-1 minimum. They get who does San Francisco get to finish off the year? Obviously Arizona and then San Diego. On the other side, the Dodgers, which are the ones chasing, get San Diego and Milwaukee. So I think that the destiny of the Giants winning the division is in their own hands. Win and they're good. They should be winning games against Arizona and then San Diego, who is going to most likely finish under 500 this year. So for me in this one, I pass on it. It's way too juicy for me. If anything, if you're going to go after it, parlay the Giants with the Dodgers and go from there. And then if you wanted to add maybe Boston in there, just to have it in there to make it plus money, that's fine. But I'm not too interested in going after this game.
Yeah, and if you guys think the Dodgers come back and win this division, hypothetically speaking, plus 450.
Yeah, no. But we'll go back to the comments, and we got 2 games left. San Fran minus 2.5. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
They pretty much they should. Lex
plus 110 minus 2.5.
Yeah, why not? Lex, that's the only way to go with that game, especially the line is too big. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Looking back, Cleveland, Kansas City, Nerfy.
Okay.
Okay. That's kind of an ugly one, but fine. Money line and the over. So you're parlaying it. I guess the best way to bet the Giants is by betting the over.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
We'll go ahead and move on to this beauty.
Yeah. We get the San Diego Padres and the LA Dodgers in this matchup here. Dodgers a slight minus 275 favorite in this game. Total of 8. Ryan Weathers, Max Scherzer, your pitching matchup here. Are you looking at anything in this game?
No. Once again, similar to last game, if you're going to do it, you got to parlay it with something else. Or because even the run line laying the -1.5 is like a -150. So
35.
135. Still too much chalk for me. It's got to be Dodgers or nothing. You get Max Scherzer on the mound versus Ryan Weathers. Max Scherzer is the big component is the current front runner for this Cy Young. I think he gets it. He's -170 at this point. And you're going up against Ryan Weathers, who has an over 5 ERA. Dodgers should be able to smash in the spot. I guess Dodgers -2.5 would be the only good spot or to parlay it. So for me in this one, I'm passing. I'm not going to be betting these games at all. I will have a play in the last game though.
Yeah, looking at the real quick, I just randomly threw something on my book here. I didn't bet it, but a nice little +170. You can get Dodgers, Giants, and Red Sox money lines.
Why not?
+170. But looking at this game, Ryan Weathers is 4-7, a 5.01 ERA, a 1.34 WHIP, and 91 2/3 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, and 27 walks. On the other side, Max Scherzer, 15-4, a 2.28 ERA, a 0.83 WHIP, 174 innings pitched, 232 strikeouts, and 36 walks. And I believe this year he's going to win his third Cy Young for 3 different teams, if I'm not mistaken. He won one with the Nationals. He's won one with the Tigers. And now he's going to win one with the Dodgers here. And he's absolutely dominated since he's become a Dodger. He had a slip-up start last time, but, I mean, this is a spot where I love Max Scherzer in this spot. And looking at this game here, I'm borderline about to triple up on the Dodgers here. I got him first 5 run line. I got him full game run line. And I want that team total over 4.5. It's at a very reasonable -136 over 4.5. Getting 5 runs against this depleted Padres team and Ryan Weathers. Yeah, I'm going to add that onto my card right now. Dodgers team total over 4.5 as well. I think they should absolutely slaughter in this game against a Padres team that's going to be going golfing in a week. So, yeah, give me the Dodgers here in a huge way, any way, shape, or form for me, basically, the Dodgers today. First 5 run line, I got it at -170. I believe it's up to a -178 now. I'd probably have that all the way up to -180. I love Max Scherzer in this spot. And then -136 on the full game run line. And then team total over 4.5 at -136 as well. The Dodgers should dominate this game.
Yeah, real quick, looking it up. This will be Max Scherzer's. If he wins it, he'll be his 4th Cy Young. He won 2013 with Detroit. He won 16 and 17 both with Washington, and this would be his 3rd team. So yes.
Has anyone won 3 Cy Youngs with 3 different teams?
I have no clue. We'll go ahead back to the chat before we go to the last game. Lex, if you want to throw money, parlay Bryce Harper and Vlad Jr. home run props. No. Dodgers under 8 or the run line. Either way. Agree with the under 8. Yeah, you're going to well, maybe. Honestly, I could possibly see the Dodgers putting up 8 runs by themselves, so I'd be careful with that one. Dodgers and Giants, Dodgers, Padres, Nerfy. I don't know because Ryan Weathers is not particularly good, and I don't want to have anything to do with him. I do not believe we have that option on. All good. But we do get the last game of the day.
Yes, we get the Oakland Athletics here and the Seattle Mariners in this one. -107, -103. Pick them in this game. Total 7.5 in this one. Frankie Montas, Logan Gilbert, your pitching matchup. Where are you looking at this one?
Going for the sweep. Seattle Mariners. I believe now they've won 11 straight games against these Oakland Athletics. Only a half game back for that wild card spot, and they could possibly get into the wild card spot today if we get a big upset in Boston. I'm liking Seattle. They've been one of the hottest teams in baseball the past 10 games. They're 9-1 their last 10. Only team that's done better than that is a team that's won 17 straight. So it's got to be Seattle or nothing in this game. At this point, Oakland is done. They're done for. Their elimination number is 1, but with the wild card interchanging, one of those ones could be a Seattle win today. So or a Toronto win today. So nothing in this game. Seattle in this game. Seattle gets the sweep, and I think that puts them in a really good spot possibly to try to sweep the Angels. And as long as Boston loses one more game, Seattle could try to sneak into that playoff race.
Sounds good. Now I was just looking it up with that Max Scherzer situation. There's actually, I believe, one pitcher who won it with actually 4 different teams, and that would be Roger Clemens.
Yeah, I was about to say.
He won it 80, 86, and 80. Or no, my bad. He won it 86 and 87 and 91 with the Red Sox. He won it in 97 and 98 with the Blue Jays. He won it in 2001 with the Yankees and 2004 with the Astros. But looking at this game now, sorry, I was looking that up and I wanted to bring that up. Frankie Montas, 13-9, a 3.48 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, 181 innings pitched, 200 strikeouts, and 56 walks. Logan Gilbert, 6-5 this season, a 4.83 ERA, a 1.19 WHIP, and 113 and 2/3 innings pitched, 124 strikeouts, and 26 walks. Looking at this matchup here, I like the Mariners in this spot. I just never got to the window with this one, and I'm just not going to. I just wanted to see a little bit of plus money on the Mariners in this spot, and I just didn't get it. And I didn't get the price I wanted, so I'm not going to bet the game just to bet the Mariners. It would be a lean towards Seattle in this spot. I just wish there was a little bit more value on them there. If it was up around -1 or plus 115, plus 120, I would have had way more interest in Seattle, but I had to pick them. I'm good. This line seems a little off, but I'm going to pass on this one.
Fair enough. Appreciate you guys, of course, Tiffany. Over 7.5. Why not? Seattle's been hitting. I think that's definitely possible
for that game.
Yeah,
Oakland's gone under in 7 of their last 10 games. Seattle's gone under in 6 of their last 10 games. So if you lean towards the under in that game,
yeah, but at 7.5, I think that's kind of reasonable.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But that is the complete baseball slate for today. Before we jump into a recap, some housekeeping. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support over here. Make sure you check out all the links down in the description between our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch all down below. Yes, our merch is now in the description. It's always been in the description, but I fixed the link so that it actually works now. If you guys are interested in getting some ESB merch, linked down below. And then speaking of the Picks and Parleys scheduling, I believe Craig did his show a little bit earlier. Me and Nick, 10 or 11 o'clock every single day. Higgs at 12. Allie at 1:30. Game time decision at 6. Full slate of games today. Our full slate of content today. Probably a total chaos in there as well. So make sure you guys are following Earle Sports Bets, Picks and Parleys, and Winning Free Picks. Just check them all out and subscribe to all of those channels. And for a recap for today, I know you don't do parlays, but when using run lines, would you rather go full game or first half? I'm a full game person. Nick's a first half person.
I actually do have a decent answer for this one. Overall, if you're using a minus run line, I'd look more towards the first 5. That's how I'm able to bet favorites without really laying that much juice. Full games, I mean, if you're parlaying them, take the plus 1.5. I think that's a safer play. Especially if they're a home team especially when they're a road team when they can lose by 1 and stuff like that on a walk-off and stuff like that. So for me, if you're parlaying, if you have to parlay, it'd be a full game plus 1.5, first 5 minus 1.5.
There you go. But now let's do a quick recap and then head on out for today. Today's plays for me. New York Yankees minus 110, the under in that Washington-Colorado game. Seattle, even money over in that Pittsburgh-Chicago game.
Yeah, I'm going with the over in Pittsburgh and Chicago. First 5 under 7 between Washington and Colorado. Going with the Mets. First 5 minus half a run.
It's all about the Mets and the Mets.
The Braves, first 5 in full game money lines. I'm going with Tampa Bay, first 5 plus 120. And we are also looking at San Fran, first 5 in full game run lines, and the Dodgers, first 5 in full game run lines as well.
Sounds good. But that should wrap it up for today's stream. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Nick, go ahead and finish it on out.
Yeah, that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we go live, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about do it for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. This has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here by my brother Tim. Thank you guys as always, and good luck today.
See you.